cartwheel.
Have a half turn somewhere in that dance to turn them around.
So here, yeah, and you have 3 mounts here. So you can press, you can do a tuck through, and I think the tuck has to be held, just check your manual, and you can do a straight jump onto the end. So there's a lot of variation in this routine. If you do the straight jump onto the end of the beam, you don't do the close to beam. It is written in there though, so don't stress. So here you can go tick-tock, back walkover, forward walkover, cartwheel, quarter turn, so I don't know if that's to land or step in, or a back handspring. That full turn doesn't need to finish on a 2-second releve, so you're fine there. That just steps out. This is your mixed series. And the skills are compulsory, so you can't go walkover straight jump. It has to be handstand straight jump. A bit more side dance, which is built from level 4. So she's travelled on her jumps there. So if you have a gymnast that travels on her jumps, that might alter where you start your routine. So where you mount. Now, I don't know if, did you see that turn? Do you want to have a look at it a little bit slower? So it might be a little bit different for some of your kids. It is a turn on one leg. You tap the toe in front and then pivot the heel. Remember, these girls will be level 6, so they're not level 3s. Oh, too far? Further. Here. Oh, no. Sorry. Try here. There we go. So you tap the toe in front and then turn. She doesn't really tap it and turn. She turns really early, but it's fine. It looks nice. Yeah? Try and have the knee with the knee. Hers is a little bit forward, but it might be the angle of the camera. And then make sure the toe is pointed there. The higher the heel, the nicer that would also look. So if the knees were together and the heel was up a little bit higher, and if her chin was lifted, arms pulled back a bit stronger. Yeah, let's keep going. I think that's from the floor routine as well, that bit of dance. A lot of the dance is from the floor routine, so once you see them. And then here, you can do cartwheel, straight jump, cartwheel, salt, round off, straight jump, round off, salt, punch front, or you might be doing back handspring or 2 feet flip, straight jump, or 2 feet flip, back handspring, salt. So there's a different bit of dance if you do that dismount. So that's outlined in the sections video, so we can grab that for you. Oh, beam. So this is from the straight jump to the end of the beam mount. So the close to the beam is missed. Oh, yeah, so that was just it. That was the straight jump at the end of the beam. You don't have to go close to the beam. You miss that whole first bit of dance. Whereas if you press, this is how you'll go about it. You bend the leg in, reach. So think the IDP routine. So it's really good. The girls will become quite comfortable with the beam because they're put in some different positions to what they used to be put in. Again, deep fondue. So this is from the tuck. Sorry, do you want to have another look? You're already in the position. The leg just swings around. This might be the right spot. Oh, too far. Too not far. All right, so this is the tuck one. So you jump through the tuck and just bring the leg to the side. The girls might fall a couple of times at the start if they're not used to being around the beam like that, but then they'll be fine. So this is section 2. So we're going into your acro element, one of your many choices at level 6. You all start from there and then, oh, and that bit. So that travelled a lot, because you're going back handspring. So notice how it was still started at the end of the beam, but those steps really moved. If your gymnast back handspring isn't that long, like I have a little tiny girl and I feel like her back handspring doesn't even move, so I would have to start her closer to the dismount end. So the back handspring will finish arms in front. So the same as your back walkover, same as your forward walkover and your tick-tock. I'm sure we'll come to a oh no, we didn't.
Oh, no, we did the dance.
And then you go pivot turn. So this is for your, I'm not sure what skill she does now. Walkover maybe? Back walkover. So the dance travels a lot. In the manual, once you've chosen what skill the gymnast is going to do, it says specifically, back walkover, do the dance like this. It is really clear. Front walkover, this is how you do the dance. It's broken up for you. Where do you add the dance? Just turn around. Okay, so the half turn comes a little bit later, whereas the level 5, the turn was done straight away. The turn comes a little bit later here for level 6. So the Karate Kid with one bent arm. And this will be your front walkover or your TikTok. Forward walkover. And then pull up for turn. So there is a little bit more dance if you do back walkover or back handspring. And it travels quite a lot. Whereas if you do your forward starting element, you pretty much go straight away as soon as you get up from the beam. So the TikTok again, if you do the straight jump on the end of the beam, you might want to do a little bit of the dance to move into it because you'll need to get up a little bit further. So this is your mixed series, your handstand straight jump. I think the handstand must be held as well. So that's really strong. That comes from the level 6 floor routine. The level 6 floor routine is really strong. So if you do take the compulsory floor routine, it will be quite easy to get the girls to do a really strong arm and strong eyes because you would have taught it on floor. Okay? Yeah, that's at the start from the level 6 floor routine. Yeah. And the end is a bit similar too. So they're in a closer stance while they're on the side. So a progression from level 5. The jump series, same as always, you can do tuck jump, split jump if you like. Doesn't matter with the dance. So the releve en passe, and then you're into your split leap. Just move through the arabesque to present. Yes. So that was your backwards dismount. Let's have a look. Those steps are something you could use for the other routine. You know when we needed to add an extra step possibly for the cartwheel straight jump? These are the types of steps you could add. Oh, I've gone too far. No, not far enough. Here? Yeah. Yeah. So then you go leap. So watch the arms on these extra steps that you might use. So the arms are at least nicely pulled back, the chest is open, and they're still straight, turned out legs a little bit. And then we'll go for the forwards dismount. So forwards dismount, we'll have to do a half turn after the split leap. So you don't do that turn if you do your backwards dismount. So cartwheel straight jump, you'll need to travel a little bit, so you might do some long, elegant steps to get closer to the end of the beam. But if you have kids that kind of go like this before they dismount, it's not really going to go. So make sure the kids can pretty much do a cartwheel straight jump without, some kids have some quirky things which will just break the tempo of the routine. So it's pretty easy. Like the text is very well written and it's very clear. The videos are there to guide you. I know some of you are a bit like, why are they perfect? It was 2 full days that we taught, well, Zoe and Lisa taught kids from all these different clubs and we videoed them and they were massive days trying to teach these girls and then get it as close to perfect as we wanted. So it's a working document, but the text is your Bible. So I would really go from the text. Keep referring to it. Check it each week. Go, did I add an extra step there? Or even I was like, is it handstand to step in or handstand to lunge? So just check those things and start teaching the elements from the start positions and the end positions that are specified, and it'll make it easier when you come to teach the routines. Yeah. Pick out little bits. You might add it to your complex now. Like you might want to start working body waves now so that they know how to use their body. But it's such a good base for when they go to level 7 to 10. And hopefully, you know, if you're teaching 4 to 6 and you send your kids to someone else, they're not going to be like, oh my gosh, Kirsten, you sent me a kid and she has no idea how to move because she's like stiff as a cardboard. Hopefully this will help you teach body rolls and teach them how to open and close their chest. So use it as a guide to help your development as a coach as well. We're going to have a break and then we're going to go to level 3 and 4 floor. And for level 3 floor, we're going to learn the routine.